Hello everyone, my name is Anne and welcome back to SOS Soul Station. Today I will be reading for you guys a short story called Thumbelina. Hopefully you all know this. It's one of my favorite fairy tales. Alright, here we go. A long time ago, and far, far away, an old woman was sitting in her rocking chair, thinking how happy she would be if she had a child. Then she heard a knock at the door, and she opened it. A lady was standing there, and she said, "If you let me in, I will grant you a wish." The old woman let the woman in because she felt pity, and also because she knew what she'd wish for. She would wish for a child. After the lady had washed up and eaten, she saw that she was very beautiful. The lady slept soundly all night long, and then right before she left, she said, "Now, about your wish. What do you want?" The lady thought about most people's wishes, to be the richest person in the world, or the most powerful, the smartest, or the prettiest. But the old woman wished for something that the lady could not believe. She said, "I would like a child." "What did you say?" she asked, because she was astonished at what the old lady asked for. The old lady repeated and said, "I would like a child." The lady then placed a tiny seed in the old woman's hand and gave her instructions. "Plant this seed, water it carefully, watch over it, and give it your love. If you do all of those things, then you will have a child." So the old woman did all of those things the lady had told her. In a week, there was a beautiful yellow flower in place of the seed. The next day, the flower bloomed. Inside the flower was a beautiful little girl who was the size of the woman's thumb, so she called her Thumbelina. She made a little dress out of golden threads. Thumbelina slept in a walnut shell and brought the old woman a lot of joy and happiness. But one day, when Thumbelina went down for her nap, a frog hopped through the window and said, "You will be a perfect bride for my son." And so she took Thumbelina to a lily pad and hopped off to go find her son. Thumbelina cried, and some little guppies heard her and chewed the roots off the lily pad to help her escape. Thumbelina's lily pad floated away. A few hours later, she finally stopped floating. During the summer, she ate berries and drank the dew off the leaves. But then winter came, and she needed shelter. A nice mouse let her stay with her, but she said, "You'll have to marry my friend Mole, because I cannot keep you here for another winter." The next day, she went to see Mole. In one of the tunnels, she found a sick bird and said, "Poor thing, I will bury it." Then she found out that it was still alive, and she cared for it until it was ready to fly again. That fall, she nearly had to marry Mole. But then she heard a familiar tweet and an idea popped up in the bird's head. "You can come down to the warm country," said the bird. So Thumbelina hopped on the bird's back and flew to the warm country. The people there liked Thumbelina very much and renamed her Erin. She then married a prince, and she lived happily ever after. The end.